Center. Firefighters responded to a fire report shortly after 11 a.m. and put out the main flames around 11:40 a.m. before completing extinguishing the blaze at 1:14 p.m. There were no casualties except for 4 people who were treated at the scene after inhaling smoke. More than 1,200 people evacuated the exhibition center and nearby buildings as smoke billowed out into the surrounding neighborhood. The World IT Show 2025, which was underway at COEX, was suspended, but it later resumed. More than 120 firefighting personnel and 33 fire engines were deployed to the scene. Police and firefighting authorities suspect the fire started in a kitchen hood inside the restaurant and are investigating the exact cause. Industry Minister An Deok-gun said today that South Korea will decide prudently whether to join the Alaska Liquefied Natural Gas (LNG) project after a field inspection. The project involves a nearly 1,300 kilometers pipeline to export 20 million tons of natural gas annually to Asia. Seoul and Washington also discussed forming a consultative group with Japan, Taiwan, and Vietnam and aim to finalize a broader trade deal by July 8th. Working-level talks will begin next week. In local news, maritime organizations in Busan have proposed 7 key policy pledges to presidential candidates aiming to boost Korea's status as a leading maritime nation. Their proposals include strengthening the Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries by appointing a vice minister, restoring related duties from other ministries, and creating a maritime court. They also call for the establishment of a National Ocean Strategy Committee and designating Sea Day, which is May 31st, as a public holiday. In addition, they urged the government to classify marine industries such as offshore wind, marine bio, and seafood as national strategic sectors and to integrate climate policy into the maritime ministry. The Joseon 통신사 Festival kicked off today and will run for 3 days across Busan under the theme Carrying Tomorrow Together. Key events include a reenactment parade tomorrow along Gwangbong-lo and Bukang Waterside Park, featuring 500 participants, symbolically linking past and present departure points. Shin Yun-chan, honorary chair of the LSH Asia Scholarship Foundation, will serve as the head envoy. On April 27th, a safety prayer at Pomosa Temple and a symbolic ship departure at Yongho Starlight Park will be held. The reenacted voyage will sail from Busan to Osaka for Korea Day at the 2025 Osaka Expo. The festival also features a symposium and a traditional dance drama celebrating the historic envoys. In international news, a teenage girl has been killed and 3 students were injured in a stabbing at a private school in western France. The attack took place at Notre Dame de Touettes school in Nantes yesterday afternoon. The attacker is said to have been arrested at the scene after being restrained by a teacher. And now for today's weather, it's currently 18 degrees in Busan with mostly clear skies. The temperature will average around 14 degrees Celsius this evening. And that wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BFM 부산 영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM 부산 영어방송.
Coming up next is For Your Busan with Nick Greenwood. BFM 부산 영어방송.
1, 2, 3, 4.
we no longer have to stand around waiting endlessly for the bus to arrive at the bus stop. We no longer have to carry heavy shopping bags from a grocery store. We no longer need to flip through thick paper dictionaries to find the meaning of a word. Digital technology has brought us convenience. It helps us save time in our daily lives. But is digital really changing our everyday lives for the better, and only for the better? Well, hello there everybody, my name is Nick, and welcome to For Your Busan.
그대는 찹쌀떡
Let's take a song break. This is 찹쌀떡 by 센치한 하하.
그대는 나의 땅콩 오징어 노가리
그대는 해장국 그대는 나의 부대찌개 그대는 나의 묵밥 가리비 믿어도 쪼다가 빠졌네
쪼다가 흘렸네
쪼다가 묻었네
I love you, I need you so 그대의 냄새와 그대의 햇빛과 난 너무 너에게 난 정말 너에게 완전 중독돼 버렸어
그대의 눈빛이 얼큰해 그대는 찹쌀떡
Somebody love
그대는 나의 미더덕 All I love is beautiful talking
그대는 토마토
tomato
그대는 나의 레몬체리
Come on 레몬체리
그대는 나의 낑깡 바나나
Alright
코코넛
Coconut everybody 그대는 생맥주
생맥주
그대는 나의 과일 소주
우리 과일 소주
그대는 나의 럼주 위스키 막걸리
그대 향기는 고소해 그대 살결은 부드러워
쪼다가 빠졌네
쪼다가 흘렸네
쪼다가 묻었네
I love you, I need you so 그대의 냄새와 그대의 햇빛과 난 너무 너에게 난 정말 너에게 완전 중독돼 버렸어
그대의 눈빛이 얼큰해 그대는 찹쌀떡
Somebody love
그대는 나의 믿어도 나 아니면 너 사랑하세요
Nobody love you Nobody love you Nobody love you I love you, I need you, I got you Nobody love you Nobody love you Nobody love you I love you, I need you, I got you
쪼다가 빠졌네 쪼다가 묻었네
I love you, I need you
쪼다가 빠졌네
I love you, I need you
센치한 하하의 찹쌀떡이 오늘의 첫 곡이었습니다. Welcome everyone this Friday to For Your Busan. My name is Nick and it is an exciting day because the weather's good, it's the day before the weekend, and I have all of you lovely friends joining me on this wonderful day. Now sometimes we find ourselves missing the past. Even with access to the latest technologies, many people are still drawn back to the old days under the trend of retro. But no matter how much we long for the past, we live in a rapidly advancing digital world, and there's no avoiding it. Surprisingly, even in the arts, the digital has now made its way in. In Busan, a special exhibition blending digital and art has just begun. Asia's very first digital and media art festival opened today and will be held throughout the city until June the 29th. Now it is named Loop Lab Busan. The festival features a wide range of events including outdoor exhibitions, forums and an art fair. The main exhibition includes works by 45 digital creators from 28 countries. Among them are renowned contemporary artists, as well as popular digital creators with over 1 million social media followers. What's even more exciting is that the exhibition goes beyond traditional gallery spaces. You'll see LED screens installed in outdoor parks. If you're curious about the future of art and want to explore how creativity is evolving in the digital era, this is your chance to see something truly new. And today, we would like to share with your ideas about the digital world. I'm going to let you know our text topic in just a moment. Before that, though, it's wonderful to see lots of familiar faces messaging in and saying hello on this glorious Friday. Of course, Benny Nim coming in saying, hi Nick, you PD and all, TGIF. TGID at first, but I guess that was an OTA. I wonder what TGID. Thank goodness it's December, even though it's not. Thank goodness it's Friday, Benny, and thank you for messaging in. I hope you're having a great day. Jin Lee Nim, hello there, coming in with waves, Hatbyong and Omjichuk. Good to see you, Jin Lee Nim. Happy Friday to you. As well as Im Song-han Nim, on the bus home as well. Again, this is the time that you're always home. Going home on the bus, I guess. Have a safe journey, my friend. Thanks for tuning in. Sangmin Parknim as well, messaging in. Welcome to the show, my friend. Busan Ajanim, quite early today, saying, how are you doing? I'm doing very well, Busan Ajanim. How are you doing, my friend? Hope you're having a lovely day. Enjoying this very nice weather we're having. Getting ready for the weekend, maybe. We have Gosunim. Of course, Gosunim loves Fridays. Obviously, everyone loves Fridays, but Gosunim loves it for a particular reason. Because it is our, we have a quiz master about food today. 오늘 먹방 퀴즈 정답, 빠사기라고 하셨어요. That's not a brand, is it? It's just a something. Okay, that's not a brand. I know Gosunim wouldn't say something like that. Okay, that's your guess locked in. And it's a good point. Later on, we will have an ASMR 먹방 quiz, so stay tuned for that in a little while. Anyone else, come and say hello. Tell me how you're doing. Tell me how you're spending your Friday. If you have any plans for the weekend, don't be shy. If you do want to send a message, but you're not quite sure what to say, you can answer today's text topic directly. And this is today's text topic. 내가 가장 많이 사용하는 핸드폰 앱은 무엇인가요? What is my most used phone app? Now, this is public broadcast, so I can't really say brand names, okay? So, 어플 소개하실 때 어플 이름 말고 이 어떤 어플인지 알려주시면 감사하겠습니다. Tell me what kind of app it is. I think the only ones we can really say are like YouTube and KakaoTalk because we use them, okay? But apart from that, like 얼굴책 and stuff like that, maybe use a secret name or just explain what it is. That would be better. Come on, be nice, guys. So yeah, tell me, what are your most used phone apps? For me, I would have to say it is definitely the red one, the one with the play button. I don't know why I'm not saying it now, but I like to watch a lot of videos. I also use I can't say the name. 미세한 푹신함. You know what that is? Can you guess? 미세한 푹신함 워드. You know, not 미세먼지. Very small, 부드러운. If you get it, let me know. Send a message and I'll congratulate you. But it's a word typing company. I use that a lot. I use that to read my scripts for the show. So I use that a lot. Let me know what it is. And that is today's text topic. Now, what's coming up on the show, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. In the first half, we're going to have Busan Times catch up on the day's top stories with Busan, with news anchor Claire Kim. We're going to have Nick's deep dive after that, time to share my thoughts about everything in the world. And then Busan Life Solutions, hear real-life questions from foreigners living in Busan and get helpful answers and solutions. In the second half, we're going to have On the Mic, stories of Busan locals encountered on the streets of the city. Busan Quizmaster, of course. Now, today is Friday, which means we're going to be doing the ASMR Mukbang quiz. And the prize today is chicken. So there's a lot to play for today. That will be in the second half of the show. And then to finalize today, we're going to have My Home, My Busan, where foreigners who have made Busan their home share their unique life stories. It's going to be a good day. The weather's good. The weekend is just around the corner. We're doing mukbang quiz. I can feel it. Come and say hello. Send your messages. You could be the prize winner of today if you do. Looking here, we have Souvenir님. It's been a long time. Welcome to the show. 오랜만이죠. How you doing? Saying 잠깐 들어왔어요. BFM 많이 쓰고 싶어요. 저는 인터넷이랑 메신저 앱이요. Okay. Okay, use the internet and messenger apps, but they want to use BFM more often. That's great. That's great. Yeah, there is an app actually for BFM, so you can listen on there. These days, a lot of people use YouTube because there is the live video feed and the community as well. Chae Sung-nim coming in saying, good afternoon, welcome to the show. I'm going to read your messages in a little bit, but don't go anywhere because Busan Times is coming up next.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is 4:17 in the afternoon, and joining me here on this lovely day before the weekend is Claire.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
You know, I noticed you do something that I do.
What is that?
When the screen switches to your face,
Yeah,
you
I
suddenly
turn around.
realize and you like smile. 저도 그렇게 해요.
That's right.
I do it like 무의식적으로. I'm like, oh, I'm on. Smile, look
I need to
presentable.
smile.
Yeah, it's weird being on radio and then now doing video.
Oh yeah, it's
as well.
still weird to see my face on the screen.
You don't do it for the news, do you?
No,
That's
that's
probably
why.
for the better. Too much pressure. Too much.
That's right.
There's already enough pressure doing the news.
Yes.
Even more pressure.
I
with
don't think
video.
I can handle that.
Yeah. Before we dive in, I'll ask you today's text topic. What is your most used apps? Without saying the brand, so like what apps do you use the most on your phone?
I guess the messengers,
Okay, right.
the yellow messengers.
The yellow messengers. Fair enough. Just a lot of friends and stuff.
I think so. I don't really do much other than and the star.
Insta thing?
Yeah,
okay.
Insta thing.
Gotcha. We have Benny Nim saying Happy Friday, Claire.
Happy Friday. Panini.
Benny Nim also said I use Insta thing. T platform from the the Shil. You know that one, that new one?
Oh yeah, I'm not that. I'm not
Never
on
really
that.
took off, did it?
I'm not on that.
I'm not on that either.
I have the weird 고집.
Yeah.
Oh, if everyone's on it, I don't want to be.
A bit of like a 청개구리.
Yes, beautiful. A little bit.
And then saying YouTube and face thing. Oh,
Yeah.
that's really good. Benny, you're on all the social platforms. Very, what do they say? Insa. Right?
Very
인싸인가
inside.
봐요.
I'm not doing much of YouTube though.
Oh, you don't watch videos? Do you watch
Not
TV?
much. No. So OTTs.
OTT,
Yes.
a streaming set. That's what's in these days. Okay, well, anyway, this is Busan Times. This is where we go over some good news and events going on around the city. It's the final day of the week. It's been the first week. It's been good so far. How have you found it?
That's from my 5th day on air with my face on.
Yeah.
And I have to say, it's been such a fun first week.
She has to say that, by the way.
Today, we're closing out with everything from festivals and marathons to meaningful social programs and anchovies. Lots of anchovies.
Anchovies. Can't go wrong with that combo. Sunshine, local culture, food. Sounds like the weekend has already started.
Exactly. So let's jump right in.
Okay.
Starting with something that might just warm your heart before we get to the party stuff.
Okay, yeah, let's do this.
Let's begin with something deeply meaningful. This morning at 10 a.m., the city of Busan signed a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, with Korail and the Busan Hope Lighthouse Comprehensive Support Center. It's for the 2025 Homeless Employment Support Project.
This sounds great, and it sounds like a big deal. So what is it about?
At its core, it's about dignity, inclusion, and a fresh start. People currently experiencing homelessness will be given the opportunity to work at Busan Station and Gupo Station just 3 hours a day starting next month.
3 hours a day, that sounds very manageable.
Yes,
And it sounds
yes.
like a great opportunity too.
And they'll be paid a monthly stipend of 900,000 won, which can make a real difference. The jobs include cleaning duties and outreach, like helping connect other unhoused individuals to available services.
So we're not just helping one person, but making a ripple effect to help people who are homeless throughout the city.
Exactly. It empowers them to be part of the solution, while they also receive support in other areas, housing assistance, job counseling, even cultural activities, to help them re-engage with community life.
That's huge. And it's easy to think of employment programs as just about the money, but it seems more like an opportunity to help them reintegrate into society.
It is. And Corel's been doing this since 2018. They're contributing 71 million won this year, while the city provides administrative support. The Hope Lighthouse Center is handling participant selection and management.
That sounds fantastic. And I love this isn't a one-off thing.
No, yeah.
It's a long-term support because, homelessness, it's been around for ages and it's probably not going to go away anytime soon. So this is fantastic. Every time I go to, a lot of stations, particularly Busan Station, you do see homeless people and it's really heartbreaking, especially in the winter. It's just unimaginable.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy about this. That's
right.
awesome.
It's the kind of collaboration that can change lives quietly but profoundly.
Awesome stuff. Okay. Now, you did also mention anchovies. Now, you know what my favorite pizza in the world is?
Don't say that.
You don't like anchovy pizza?
No.
Get out. Leave this studio and never come back, Claire.
Don't say that.
Well, because it's a real Italian and American thing.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about like 멸치 that they use in like 미역국 and stuff.
No.
I'm talking about like
dried
big boys.
food. Yeah.
The salty
The
stuff.
real anchovies.
And they don't do it in Korea. It's really hard to find.
No.
So you don't like it, I guess.
I think my friend went to Italy, Naples, and then she ordered, what's the best pizza here? They said Naples pizza. Oh, okay, I'll get that. And then what she got was that anchovy.
Yeah.
And then she was shocked.
I mean, it's
Pizza.
In Korea, people put gogumo on pizzas. It's
For us,
tomato,
yes.
Tomato, right? Exactly. So what is your favorite pizza?
My favorite pizza is the pepperoni.
Okay, that's pretty safe. I can't make fun of that. Okay. But this is not anchovy pizza. I know Kijang is very famous for their 멸치. So
yes.
are we talking about that? Okay.
Yeah, we're heading to Gijangup, where the 29th Gijang Anchovy Festival officially kicked off today. It runs through Sunday, and it's packed with coastal charm.
Awesome. I remember this one. It's always a big local favorite.
Yes. But last year it was cancelled due to budget issues and manpower shortages. So people were really looking forward to this year's return, and they've gone all out. There's seaweed harvesting, bare-handed fish catching, and even the Anchovy Song Festival.
Bare-handed fish catching. Sounds really intense and very slippery. Fish are quite slippery.
Definitely slippery, but a total blast. There's also a fireworks show over the water, and all weekend long they're serving free tastings of raw anchovy sashimi.
You know what? 멸치회 is so good. If you go to Kijang, 대변항 area, they have like 멸치회, 멸치쌈.
I have to be honest, I have never tasted. I need to try.
You won't like it, Claire. If you don't like anchovies, it's the same style, the bigger anchovies, but it's it's mixed with a lot of like choljang and stuff. I think it's delicious.
Kind of that mixed
like the
thing.
무침 flavor. 부산 아즈님 says 멸치회가 아주 맛있는데, and then 임성환님 says 멸치회가 있나요?
Yes.
있을 것 같은데요, because it's really, really good.
There is.
So, but anchovy sashimi, it's not as common as, like 광어 or like
not like
방어,
other.
right?
Yes. These are spring anchovies, fresh from the Kijang coast. They're small, about 10 to 15 centimeters, but they're rich in fat and incredibly tender. Locals love them as sashimi or fermented 젓갈. It's a true seasonal treat.
So it is different from the anchovies on pizza, right? So it's the same size. It's the flavor is different. They're
Not even close.
They're not salty in Korea.
No,
they're more
no.
spicy sweet. Yeah.
Totally different texture and taste, more buttery, more delicate.
Seems like you really hate wet pizza anchovies, but it's a must try. And is there more happening in the same area?
Yep, also happening in Gijang on Sunday is the 7th Gijang Sea Marathon, and it's going to be big, over 10,000 participants.
Wow, that's a lot of running shoes.
We've got just 3 short of 3,000, 2,997 runners signed up for the half marathon, 5,474 doing the 10K, and another 1,500 5K fun run.
Wow, that sounds really, really cool. And so lots of people are going to be doing this, and it's not just locals, is it? It's going to be people from all over the country?
It's a nationwide draw. Families, fitness lovers, and increasingly young people in their 20s. Organizers says there's a growing interest in health and personal development, especially among younger generations.
Awesome. And corporate teams as well?
Yes, more companies are encouraging their employees to join. It's become a way to promote workplace wellness and team morale. So the event is growing not just in numbers, but in purpose.
Okay. And I heard there's a permanent souvenir kind of thing involved.
Of course, yes. Every runner will have their name engraved and displayed at the marathon park. It's a tradition they started last year, and it's a great way to create a lasting memory.
That's really cool. Engraved onto there, immortalized. It's brilliant. Brilliant stuff. Yeah.
And the top male and female finishers in the half marathon will get a spot and airfare to compete in an international marathon in Bodhgaya, India.
Whoa, that's motivation. I haven't run in years, but I know I would win even if I tried.
You used to be a runner?
I used to run. I used to love running. I used to run basically every night. Never really marathons, but I would just for my health. Yeah. But I would love a chance to go to India to run. So are there any logistical heads up for folks heading there?
Definitely. On Sunday morning, there will be full traffic control around the venue until 10:30 a.m. Officials recommend that visitors arrive after 11 a.m. to avoid the congestion.
Okay. Pro tip noted. So anchovies and a jog in that order. Might not sound appetizing to some, but maybe a jog and then recuperate and re-energize with
After
some
that, yes.
멸치회. We had a couple of messages. We had 은정 Park님 saying 2000년 때, 전 20살 때 기장 멸치 축제에서 알바했던 기억이 나네요. That's awesome.
The actual
25 years ago too.
Wow.
And we have 최숙님 saying I always use anchovies in my cooking. For sure, the small ones, right? For 맛을 내기 위해서, right? Yeah, essential for a lot of Korean
They're great.
cooking. Yeah, Busan Anjanim seems to really love anchovies. He's saying like, this is good. This is 멸치튀김도 엄청 맛있어요라고 했어요.
튀김, I think it's more easy to
멸치튀김?
approach. I don't know.
Do you 튀겨 멸치? Do you fry 멸치?
I don't really know, but
Okay.
it's possible. Anything can be fried. No?
In Scotland, they have fried chocolate bars. It's crazy.
Oh, it's in Mars pizza.
Yeah.
There's a
Fried pizza.
Not fried, but like chocolate bar
Yeah,
pizza.
yeah.
You know
I know
that
the one, like a
Yeah.
화성 chocolate.
화성 pizza.
맛있어요. All right, let's quickly go on to our third one. Our third piece of news. So we're jumping from sports and seafood to history, more ceremonial.
Yes, a lot more ceremonial. Today also marks the start of the 2025 Joseon 통신사 Festival, a cultural event that pays tribute to Korea's historic diplomatic missions to Japan during the Joseon Dynasty.
So I love how diverse this weekend is already. Where is the festival happening?
It's spread across all Busan, Bukang Waterside Park, Bukang 친수공원, 광복로, 범어사 Temple, Yongho Starlight Park, Yongho 별빛공원, and Nurimaru Apex House. The theme this year is Continuing Tomorrow Together.
Very poetic.
Tomorrow, yes. The highlight is the reenactment of the diplomatic processions happening tomorrow, Saturday, at 2 p.m. It moves from Gwangbong-lo to Bukang Waterside Park, and over 500 citizens are participating.
Very serious procession, it seems.
Very much so, and there's deep symbolism in the casting too. The lead envoy, or 정사, will be portrayed by Shin Yun-chan, the mother of Lee Soo-hyun, the Korean student who died in Tokyo in 2001 while trying to save someone on the train tracks.
Wow. Okay, that's powerful.
It really
Yeah.
is. The event is meant to honor both historical and modern connections between Korea and Japan. So on Sunday, a ritual for safe voyage will be held at Pomosa Temple, followed by a departure ceremony at Yongho Starlight Park.
And I heard that the 통신사 ship is actually setting sail.
Yes. We talked about it a few days ago. It's headed to Osaka as part of Korea Day at the 2025 Osaka Expo, retracing the historical route across the sea.
That's such a rich cultural gesture, it seems.
There's also an academic symposium by the Joseon Tongsinsa Society and a traditional dance performance based on the diplomatic mission's legacy.
This has been quite an eventful time of news, lots of positives as well, and nice bit of history and getting together at the end. Claire, it's always a pleasure. You seem to have sparked a conversation about anchovies on YouTube. 진리님 saying 음식은 원래 안 가리는 편인데 멸치는 소화 장애가 좀 있는 것 같아요. 그래서 피합니다라고 하셨어요. Fair enough. If you've got an allergy or you can't digest it, stay away from it.
Maybe it's a bit fatty, is that saying? Maybe it's a bit...
They just don't like it. maybe like that. Claire, thank you so much and have a good weekend. I'll see you on Monday.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
All right, let's take a song break. This was requested by Benny님, Hug by 동방신기.
Oh baby 더 따스히 포근한 내 품에 감싸고 재우고 싶어 아주 작은 뒤척임도 너의 조그만 속삭임에 난 꿈속의 괴물도 이겨내버릴 텐데 내가 없는 너의 하루 어떻게 흘러가는 건지 나를 얼마나 사랑하는지 난 너무나 궁금한데 너의 작은 서랍 속에 일기장이 되고 싶어 알 수 없는 너의 그 비밀도 내 맘속에 담아둘래 너 몰래 하루만 너의 고양이가 되고 싶어 Oh baby 네가 주는 맛있는 우유와 부드러움 네 품 안에서 움직이는 장난해도 너의 귀여운 입맞춤에 나도 몰래 질투를 느끼고 있었나봐 내 마음이 이런 거야 너밖에 볼 수 없는 거지 누구를 봐도 어디 있어도 난 너만 바라보잖아 단 하루만 아주 지나 너의 애인이 되고 싶어 너의 자랑도 때론 투정도 다 들을 수 있을 텐데 널 위해 In my heart, in my soul 나에게 사랑이란 아직 어색하지만 우리는 이 세상 모든 걸 너에게 주고 싶어 꿈에서라도 내 마음이 이런 거야 지켜볼 수만 있어도 너무 감사해 많이 행복해 나 조금은 부족해도 언제까지 너의 곁에 네 곁에 연인으로 있고 싶어 너를 내 품에 가득 안은 채 굳어버렸으면 싶어 영원히
오늘의 탐구생활. When we talk about something, there's often one image or idea that pops into our heads first. Think about it. When you hear figure skating, you probably think of Kim Yeona. Say fast food and hamburgers come to mind. Mention Busan and you picture the ocean. Say New York, maybe you think of the Statue of Liberty. So, what comes to mind when people hear Korea? For many foreigners who have experienced Korean culture, the top answer is K-pop, and it's held that #1 spot for 8 years in a row. According to the 2025 Global Korean Wave Survey, which gathered responses from 26 countries, over 26,000 people who have experienced Korean content, the top images associated with Korea were K-pop, followed by Korean food, dramas, beauty, and movies. IT products and brands, which used to rank higher, have now dropped to 6th place for the first time since 2012. Interestingly, Korean language was newly added to this survey this year and received a high favorability rating of 75.4%, especially in countries like the Philippines, Indonesia, India, and Thailand. With more people discovering Korean culture through social media and OTT platforms, access to K-content has become easier, even without being in Korea. And with Korean Wave growing in popularity, global audiences are spending more time and money on Korean content. In fact, the survey shows that on average, Korean Wave fans now spend 14 hours per month enjoying Korean cultural content. Among the content types, dramas and variety shows had the highest average consumption times, with 17.5 and 17 hours per month, respectively. As the Korean Wave continues to expand its reach, the world is eager to see what the next wave of K-content will bring. Well, there you go. Rising popularity thanks to dramas and music. I have to say, I don't want to be one of those hipsters, but I came to Korea before that was cool. So I'm an OG. I'm sure many of us did as well. Anyway, welcome back. The time is 4:37 in the afternoon. We've got some messages coming in. More about anchovies. Actually, Jenny-님, hello Jenny, welcome, saying 최근에 오클랜드에서 이 이태리 식당에서 엔초비 파스타 먹었는데 맛있었어요. That's really awesome to hear. Anchovy pasta is very delicious and it is salty, of course. Anything with anchovies in the Western world is quite salty. But you've been living in New Zealand for a while now, so maybe your palate has changed. You probably prefer more salty and, 짭조름한 food, I would guess, because that's generally how Western countries make their food. Slightly saltier. That's my style, but there's good food everywhere. Thanks for your message, by the way, as well. We have more messages about today's text topic, which is, what is your most used smartphone app? 내가 가장 많이 사용하는 핸드폰 앱은 무엇인가요? 오늘의 텍스트 토픽 질문입니다. We've got some messages. We have Lala-님. Hello, Lala-님. Welcome to the show. Saying, 저는 시간 도장이라는 카메라 앱이에요. 사진 찍는 걸 좋아해서 카톡 다음으로 많이 쓰고 있습니다. I think I know that app. I have some friends who use that. I just use the normal camera app, but I hear there are much better sides of using this 시간 도장, right? I hear that, is it that one? It takes away the 찰칵 소리, which can be quite annoying sometimes. I hear there are some apps that do that. You know what's really interesting, actually? My same phone, when I take it to England, there is no 찰칵 소리. I think the phone reads the SIM card and the data network, and it makes a noise depending on the location you are. Very interesting. BR Hwangnim, hello, welcome to For Your Busan. It seems like it might be your first time messaging in, saying 저는 땡튜브를 가장 많이 사용합니다. You know how to bleep out brands, BR Hwangnim, 최고. BFM도 지금은 땡튜브로 시청 중입니다. 라고 했습니다. That's correct. We do have the app as well, but YouTube seems to be quite favored, and for good reason. Unless, you don't want to watch the video, maybe you're walking or you're at work, then the app could be much better, I would say. We also have Youngnim. Hello, Youngnim. Saying 안녕하세요, 네. 즐거운 불금하세요. 감사합니다. Happy Friday to you too, Youngnim. Thank you for stopping in and saying hello. Rarationnim also saying 안녕하세요, 즐거운 금요일입니다. It is definitely a lovely Friday, and thank you for coming in, Rarationnim, and spreading your positivity as always. We also had a message from 3865번님 saying 번역 앱을 많이 사용합니다. 단어 앱. That's really good. Honestly, there are loads of free translation services and free memorization applications which are really good for increasing your vocabulary and helping you to memorize certain words in different languages. Props to you. And if that's your most used app, that means you're studying very hard. 3865번님. 잘하셨습니다. You're doing well. Awesome stuff. Unjung Parknim also saying, now, Kids Note app. A kids note, so I guess like for kids? I'm not sure what that is. What is that? You don't know what that. We're not kids, so I don't think we have kids. So I don't know what that is. It sounds cute. Sounds very cute though. All right. Keep sending your messages in to pound 9050 sharp 9050 to cost you 101 a KakaoTalk message, or of course a YouTube live message for your chance to win a prize later and also just to join the conversation and have a bit of fun. All right, don't go anywhere because coming up next, we do have Kelly coming into the studio. Before that, though, this is 좋아 좋아 by 일기예보.
전날 만나는 날 노란색 소비장내를 들고 신촌을 향하는 내 가슴은 마냥 두근두근
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It's a familiar tune for the new season. Of course, Kelly is here for Busan Life Solutions.
Oh, happy new season.
Happy new season. Where's my present? Where's the new season present?
Where's mine?
Ask the producer. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. Same old, same old.
Same
but
old, same old.
everything's good. 네.
That's good.
But I just can't believe that, April is almost coming to an end. Can you believe that? It's April 25th today.
So we are basically a third of the way through 2025
I
already.
know. That's so
insane.
crazy.
I can't believe that. Yeah. Scary. Time marches on, for sure. But
Right.
one thing that is constant is Busan Life Solutions.
Exactly. So for those who don't know, well, let me tell you what this segment is about. So the number of non-Koreans residing in Busan has increased over the last 10, 20 years, right? From time to time, many face difficulties or even legal issues,
Right.
during their stay in the city. So in that case, I would like to remind you that the Busan Global Center offers a free consultation service. So every Friday in this segment, well, I would like to share some of the most frequently asked questions with our listeners.
Awesome stuff.
네.
So we have some problems, real problems that people have, and hopefully we'll have a solution for you. So let's go into question number one. Hello, I'm a Japanese student learning Korean at a Korean institute here in Busan. On May the 7th, the language school I attend will finalize the attendance records and apply for a group visa extension. However, I'm planning a short trip from May the 9th to May the 15th, so I won't be able to stay in Korea during the visa review period. What should I do?
Oh, it's Golden Week there in Japan, and we have a long holiday here in Korea too, right? So it sounds like this is a perfect time to travel, So let me summarize a little bit. So this person's school will soon be applying their students for their visa extension, right? However, this person's trip will be during the time that the visa extension review is happening, right? If this person's schedule is flexible, I would recommend not leaving the country. 네, canceling the trip.
I mean, just 혹시나 해서 it could look bad upon your review.
Right. During their visa extension review period, because if out of the country, their visa extension application will automatically be canceled. 네.
Oh, you don't want that happening.
네, you don't want that, right?
Wow.
So this was a question received at the Busan Global Center. So the Busan Global Center also suggested that this person apply for 민원 on hikorea.go.kr, hi korea.go.kr.
I thought Minon was a complaint.
Oh, right. So you feel probably a little bit uncomfortable when to do 민원, right?
Yeah.
However, in this case, it would be a civil service request.
Okay.
네. 네.
That sounds better.
네, that sounds better, right? So according to the Busan Global Center, well, this person can try applying for the online request to speed up their review process. 네. But if not completed by May 2nd, this person should make another phone call to the immigration office. 네.
I mean, it's an unfortunate situation.
Right, and double check their status. Well,
Yeah.
I hope that's the best thing that we can do at least.
Yeah, I mean, you got to choose vacation or visa.
네.
Choose wisely, my friend. All right, let's move on to question number 2. I'm an expat from Ethiopia living in Busan. I was recently in between jobs and was able to receive unemployment benefits or 실업급여. After only a month of receiving these benefits, I found a new job. So I think I should report my new employment status to the employment center. Where should I begin? Thanks.
Yeah, first off, congrats on the new job, Well, since this person is now employed again, it is very important that they report this change immediately in order to avoid issues like overpay or like potential penalties or something like that. So let's dive in. So let's see what this person can do. This person should submit their employment contract or certificate of employment to the Employment Welfare Center. If they're wondering what that is called in Korean, so employment contract is called 고용 계약서.
Okay.
And the certificate of employment is called 재직 증명서 in Korean. Reporting can be done online through the website 고용24, which is not 고용, work24, WORK 24.go.kr. There, this person will be able to find the button that says 실업급여, well, which means unemployment payment, right? Under that bar, they should click 이직 확인서. You know what it means?
Like moving jobs confirmation?
네.
I guess.
After signing up, they will be able to submit their documents.
Okay.
But if they have a little bit of difficulty doing it online, well, reporting can also be done in person, by fax, or by mail.
Okay.
Right? Well, but most importantly, this is something that I have to mention. They must report their new employment status within 2 months of starting a new job.
Okay,
네.
that's quite a broad time.
Not bad,
I guess
right?
when you start a new
네.
job, you don't want to ask for a day off straight away. Can I 월차 내도 돼요? Yeah, okay, you're fired. You have to go back on there.
눈치 좀 가져, 닉.
Exactly. Well done. Congratulations, my friend.
Right.
And I hope this gets sorted. All right, let's move on to number 3. I'm a foreign student living in Busan. Recently, one of my friends asked me if he could borrow my ID to go to the hospital. This put me in a very uncomfortable situation because I want to help him out, but at the same time, I'm worried about my security. Can you tell me what kind of trouble I might get into if I let someone use my ID? A lot, my friend, I'm sure.
Right. You know what? We've received similar questions before many times, which means it happens a lot more often than we think, right? So I understand that it's sometimes difficult to say no to helping a friend, right? But this person should not let anyone use their ID.
For sure.
So as you might have expected, using someone's ID, like using someone else's ID to receive a medical treatment is illegal, right?
It's fraud, technically. So
Right.
yeah.
So if another person's ID is used to receive health insurance benefits or to reduce hospital expenses, well, this would be a violation of the National Health Insurance Act. If caught, both parties could face up to 2 years in prison or be required to pay a fine of up to 2천만 원, which is like a 20 million won.
Yeah, you
Right.
don't want that.
You don't want that to happen. So it is necessary that this friend use their own ID when visiting the hospital. And also, well, I want this person to know that there are clinics and NGOs in Busan that offer more affordable or even free treatment to foreigners if they are uninsured or undocumented.
For sure.
네.
Okay. Be safe, be smart, my
네.
friend. All right. Let's move on to the final question. Hi, I'm from Germany and I've never been to Korea before, but it's been on my travel list for a while. I'm planning a short trip, maybe later this year, next year, or sometime within the year. Do you have any recommendations on the best month to visit? This is a personal preference thing.
Right. But don't you get these questions a lot from the people that you know?
No, they
not
just say, what should I do?
Oh, right.
It depends if you like hot weather or not.
Oh, what do you think?
I say come in the summer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, especially, I love the heat.
Really?
Go
I always
swimming.
say avoid July and August.
Oh, really? Well, people from places like England, they want to be burned alive, by the scorching heat.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, personally, I think the spring and autumn months are really good time to visit Busan. But unlike Nick, I would avoid July and August because heavy rain happens in July, and after that, like crazy temperature and humidity will last for a month, right?
Yeah, I think I remember you saying that you personally don't really like the summer. You're more of a autumn person.
Autumn person.
Yeah,
네.
yeah. Fair enough. I mean, the weather is more temperate and mild over there, so there you go. So, everyone, that was today's Busan Life Solutions. Hopefully we have found some solutions. Kelly, it's always a pleasure and I'm glad that you are here for this season as well.
Thank you. Thank you for having me in this season too.
See ya.
Bye.
All right, everyone, we're going to wrap up the first half here. Don't go anywhere because we'll be back at 5. This is 925 by Arhito Pramono.
Your salary when I'm feeling under it'll lighten me. Oh, you crazy moon. I work from 9 to 5. I don't know where to find you every day. I'm working hard from 9 to 5. Been waiting for that promotion you said, but it's been years and I'm hanging on subside. if I could be on the magazine next to Conan, wouldn't it be fun? Oh, I'm just a guy who works 9 to 5. Is there someone waiting over me? I dream of getting paid on time. I know I'm saying yes too easily. Love isn't always like love at first sight. Tell me, Sheena, is it fun to stay while your man's working every time? Is it the fundamental thing?
Your Bridge to the World. BEFM 부산 영어방송.
현대해상 모델 이정재입니다. 인생은 계속해서 모양을 바꾸죠. 혼자에서 가족으로, 또 사회로 점점 커져가는 당신의 인생을 따라 당신의 어떤 인생도 감싸주는 마음 넓은 보험이 될 수 있도록 마음이 합니다. 현대해상.
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는 다양한 축제로 늘 풍성합니다. 봄의 시작을 알리는 봄꽃 축제부터 부산의 여름을 만끽하는 바다축제, 전세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지. 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로 하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산, 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
The weather is so nice today. I'm sure this won't be a big deal.
A 3-second long lapse in judgment can burn up an entire mountain, which will take 100 years to recover. We can protect these lush forests if you follow these guidelines. First, do not bring flammable materials to the mountains. Second, do not cook or camp in the mountains. Third, do not litter cigarette butts. Your small actions are the first step towards protecting the beautiful forest. This campaign is brought to you by BEFM 부산영어방송.
My school, my story. School reporters are bringing you the latest news from their campus. From April to December, the school reporters will cover all the exciting moments of school life, bringing you student voices, campus news, and special interviews. Catch the broadcast every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Don't miss the chance to hear our student stories on the School Reporters broadcast.
지금 방송 광고라는 부메랑을 던져보세요. 소비자를 향해 정확히 날아가는 광고, 힘차게 돌아가는 경제, 부메랑처럼 다시 기업의 이익으로 되돌아오니까요. 방송 광고, 경제에 큰 힘이 됩니다. 부산 방송광고발전협의회.
The time is now 5 o'clock.
부산?
포열 부산 아닙니까?
원래는 울산 사람이니까 포열 부산 내리죠 이렇게.
포열 부산.
포열 부산.
할까요?
포열 부산. 잠깐만요.
You're now listening to For Your Busan.
네, 안녕하세요. 올리비아입니다. 오늘은 나 강동영 선생님을 만나보도록 하겠습니다.
여러분, 한 사람 안에 수십 명이 살아 숨쉬고 있다면 믿으시겠어요? 자, 오늘은 부산에서 연기자의 삶을 살아가고 계신 배우 김태환님을 모셨습니다. 안녕하세요.
네, 안녕하세요.
네, 반갑습니다. 네, 자, 먼저 우리 청취자분들께 자기소개 한번 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 저는 부산에서 연기 활동을 열심히 하고 있는 28살 배우 김태환이라고 합니다. 반갑습니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 아유, 너무 영광입니다.
감사합니다.
네네. 그러면 우리 태환 배우님은 연기 활동은 언제부터 좀 하고 계신 건가요?
처음 연기를 했던 건 19살 때인데요. 이제 대중들 앞에서 모습을 드러내기 시작했던 건 2022년 부산 독립영화제에서 처음으로 제 작품이 상영됐었던 것 같습니다.
네네, 긴장되시죠?
예.
네, 조금만 더 편하게.
예, 좋습니다.
네. 그렇다면 이제 19살, 거의 뭐 한 10년 정도 연기 활동을 하고 계신데요. 네. 처음 이 연기자, 이 배우의 꿈을 꾸시게 된 계기가 있을까요?
제가 이야기하는 것도 좋아하고 남들 앞에 나서서 이제 웃기는 걸 굉장히 좋아했어요. 그래서 처음에는 코미디언이 되고 싶다라는 생각을 했었는데
네네.
근데 고등학생 때인가 영화를 보고 나서 여러 가지 감정들이 느껴지는 경험을 했었는데 그때부터 이제 배우들은 웃음뿐만이 아닌 슬픔 또는 여러 가지 많은 요소들을 이제 관객들에게 더 줄 수 있구나, 정말 매력 있다라는 생각을 가지고 그런 꿈을 가지게 되었던 것 같습니다.
아, 그렇군요. 그러면 우리 태환 배우님이 제일 좋아하시는 작품이 좀 있을까요?
좋아하고 재밌는 작품들은 굉장히 많은데요.
네네네.
그 중에서도 제가 조금 추천을 드리고 싶다라고 얘기하고 싶은 작품이 하나 있는데
네.
이제 마이크 밀스 감독의 커먼이라는 영화가 있어요. 그 영화 속에 제가 대사가 하나 나오는데요. 그 대사를 듣고 나서 저에게 너무 인상 깊은 제 마음속에 뭔가를 하나 남긴 적이 있어서 그래서 그때 이후로 많은 분들에게 추천을 했던 것 같습니다.
어떤 건가요?
미래에 대해서 생각해 보신 적이 있나요? 계획했던 것들은 이루어지지 않을 거예요. 예상하지 못한 일들이 펼쳐질 겁니다. 그러니까 그냥 해요. 그냥 해요. Come on. Come on. Come on.
거기까지가 이제 대사인 거죠?
원래는 커먼이 더 많이 나옵니다.
아, 정말요?
네.
근데 확실히 배우는 다릅니다. 말씀하시다가 갑자기 이제 연기 들어가셨는데 압도되는 느낌이 좀 있었어요.
감사합니다.
자, 그러면 지금 현재 10년 동안 이 부산에서 연기 활동을 계속해서 이어나가고 계십니다. 사실 이제 서울이 아닌 지방인 부산에서 연기만으로 생계를 유지하는 게 참 쉽지 않을 것 같다는 생각이 드는데 좀 어떠신지 궁금합니다.
아무래도 굉장히 힘듭니다. 쉽지 않은 것 같아요. 제가 생각했을 때.
그렇죠.
저 같은 경우는 이제 일용직 또는 단기 일을 하러 다니면서 이제 생계를 조금 유지하고 그 외에 또 오디션 준비나 연기 연습을 하고 있는 것 같아요.
그러면 참 여러 가지 일을 많이 해보셨겠어요?
네, 아무래도 진짜 많은 일들을 해왔던 것 같아요. 제가 생각해도.
네네. 근데 그런 것들이
네.
사실 앞으로 이제 연기하시는 데 있어서 굉장히 큰 어떤 자산이나 경험이 되지 않을까요?
그런 부분도 있는 것 같아요.
네네.
아무래도 여러 가지 직업에 대해서도 그렇고 저희가 알지 못하는 일들이 생각보다 굉장히 많잖아요.
그렇죠.
그런 직업들을 역할이 들어왔을 때 잘 표현해줘야 되기 때문에 경험을 했던 것들을 했을 때는 더욱더 표현하기가 쉽지 않나라는 생각이 드는 것 같습니다.
그런 측면에서 우리 태환 배우님은 굉장히 많은 무기를 지니고 계신다라고 봐도 되겠네요.
아무래도 그렇죠.
네, 정말 멋지신 것 같습니다. 네. 자, 그러면은 혹시 뭐 연기하시다가 그만두고 싶다는 생각이 드는 순간은 없으셨을까요?
많죠.
네네.
정말 많죠. 누구나 다 간절하잖아요. 사실 안 간절한 사람이 없냐라고 하겠지만은 수많은 도전을 하는데
네네.
거기서 매번 떨어질 때마다 그런 생각이 드는 것 같습니다. 또 때로는 이제 모집한다고 해서 지원을 했는데 메일조차 열어보지 않는 경우도 있거든요. 그런 순간들이 올 때 조금 힘들지 않나라는 생각이 드는 것 같고요.
자, 그럼 끝으로 좀 하고 싶은 말씀이 있으시다면 어떤 게 있을까요?
부산은 영화의 도시라고도 하거든요.
네네.
앞으로는 또 문화예술 또는 청년들이 뭔가 많은 활동을 해나갈 수 있는 그런 도시가 되었으면 좋겠다라는 생각은 가지고 있는 것 같습니다.
대단히 감사합니다. 고맙습니다.
저도 감사합니다.
I want to say thank you to our new interviewer, Kim Sang-jun-nim, for bringing us today's On The Mic. He'll be our Friday interviewer for On The Mic, so it's a voice, a very nice voice actually, that you'll be getting used to over the coming months. Now, today he was interviewing an actor, Kim Tae-wan, and the story is about him, a 28-year-old based in Busan actor who started acting 9 years prior when he was 19 years old. He likes to talk and laugh in front of people. He did want to be a comedian, but after watching a movie in high school, he dreamed of having that charm that actors can, I guess, cause and evoke emotions from other people. He likes Mike Mills's "Come On" line, which is why he kept saying it during the thing. Have you ever thought about the future? What you planned won't happen and the unexpected will happen. Just do it. Just do it. Come on. Just do it, is his motto. The reality of an unknown actor who is unable to make a living by acting alone in Busan. It's difficult every time he does fail an audition, but he has a lot of motivation to bounce back. And he hopes that Busan will be a great movie city, which it already is, but where young artists and actors can have more opportunities. You know, of course, Busan is the movie city of Korea, which is great. But, you know, all of the big stars come from the capital, they come from other countries. So it would be good to have some homegrown actors who are in some of the big screen production there. And this was today's On The Mic. Basically, every day we bring you the voices of the wonderful people who make up this great city. All right, everyone, welcome back to the show. This is the second half of For Your Busan on a Friday. How you doing? You having a good day? You excited for the weekend? The time is 5:07. We want to read a few messages. I want to read today's comment of the day. I've never done a comment of the day. 오늘의 코멘트 was from Juliet Nim. Juliet Nim, as always from Juliet Nim. But she says, "Hello everybody. Pine pollen is flying around, making the whole place yellow. But Ning Nim is floating around in my mind." Yow. You know, it's 최고입니다. Juliet, you win the comment of the day. Have your prize, a thumbs up, hatbyong from me. And then saying they have to go and they're going to listen to reruns later. Have a great day, Juliet Nim, and have a great weekend as well if I don't see you. Now, we also had some messages about today's text topic, which is, what is your most used smartphone app? 내가 가장 많이 사용하는 핸드폰 앱은 무엇인가요? 가 오늘의 텍스트 토픽 질문이었는데요. 제니님께서 저도 너튜브 제일 많이 쓰는 것 같아요. 검색, 오락용, 음악, 심지어 공부할 때도 써요. 좀 줄여야 될 것 같은데 지금도 보고 있네요. You know what? YouTube is a funny one. It's because people classify it as social media. I don't know. I wouldn't really call it social media. It's not like the, Insta thing or Tik thing or Face thing. It's different because you can learn so much. And myself, I do use it for entertainment, but the majority of it is to learn, right? I'm looking for a tutorial on how to make or do something, or I'm learning some new language skills. I think YouTube is a very diverse tool, which has many uses. Right? So as long as you're using it well, I think there's no guilt there. Unjung Parknim earlier said that they use a kids noting app, and I was like, what's that? What is that? And then she clarified saying it's basically for when you send your kids to nursery school and you can upload the photos and information and you can keep it there. It's like a notification or an alarm online for parents, I guess. 그 어린이집 보내면 그 앱으로 사진, 식단, 행사, 정보 같은 게 올라와서 공유가 되지요 라고 하셨어요. That's really cool. I'm sure if I become a parent one day, maybe I would use something like that. And that's your most used app. Wow. Diligent parent, for sure. Soinim as well coming in. Hello, Soinim, saying, hi, Nick. It's Happy Friday. It is Happy Friday. I hope you're having a great day, Soinim. It's lovely to see you messaging in. on a day like today. 황 작가님 어서생 금요일은 미세먼지까지 상쾌하네요 라고 했어요. Is there a lot of 미세먼지 today? Do you know? Is it? I don't know. It didn't feel too bad when I walked here, but there was a lot of pollen in the air. There's a lot of that these days, which is making my nose quite bunged up. It's a little bit hard to breathe properly, so I apologize if I make any strange noises while I speak. We also had 인류의 충전소님 saying, well, welcome to the show, by the way. Good to see you after a while. Saying that they lost faith in humanity, so they need to recharge, which is a joke based on their name. Their name is 인류의 충전소. So they went, 오늘 저 인류애가 바닥이 나서 충전이 좀 필요합니다. Living up to your name, my friend. Why has your faith in humanity been lost? I hope well, yeah, that's a stupid question. Sometimes you just look at the news and it's easy to lose your faith and love for humanity, right? Hopefully through this show, though, my friend, we will help you recharge a little bit. Good to see you, as always. What else? We've got some more people. We have Raratianim saying, 내일 무슨 일이 일어날지 모르니까 그냥 해요 라는 말이 와닿네요. 배우님의 앞날을 응원합니다. Of course, referring to 김태환님. Yeah, for sure. I think that's a great attitude to have. You don't know what tomorrow can bring. Kind of like YOLO. You only live once. Just do it. Do it or you will regret it. Like the sports brand says, just do it, right? That's one of the things that I would agree with when it comes to that. 영님 also saying what app they like to use, saying 가장 많이 사용하는 앱은요, 뭐니 해도 AI 아닐까요? 점점 사용량이 늘어나네요. For sure, yeah. AI has some capabilities that simple search engines, well, if you looked on a search engine, it might take a long time to compare data, ask which one is better. Even today, actually, I try not to use AI search engines a lot because sometimes they're not honest, like we talked about a few days ago. But actually, I asked for a comparison between two antivirus softwares because time to, you got to keep digital safety, right? It actually gave me a really good comprehension of two random pieces of software, which I thought was amazing. And that comparison didn't exist on the internet. So I thought that was pretty good. I might end up using AI a little bit more. I know I always say I don't like it. I like it to some degree, but that's for another day. You can send your messages to pound 9050, 샵 9050, should cost you 101, a KakaoTalk message or a YouTube live message. We're going to take a quick break and then we will be back with Busan Quizmaster. This is 요즘 바쁜가 봐 by Tubik.
정도까진 아니었는데 사람 마음이란 게 이렇지 이 모든 걸 넌 예측한 거니 이게 밀당 뭐 그런 거니 매일 내 마음을 떠보던 너의 문자를 이제 내가 기다린다 생각했는데 왜 이렇게 예뻐 보일까 동생으로만 보였었는데 이젠 여자로만 보이네 내게 칭얼칭얼대던 너의 모습들이 내가
welcome back everybody to For Your Busan. It is 5:16 in the afternoon and we've got some messages coming in. We had Jinli Nim saying what apps they use the most, saying 인스타땡, 유튜브방, 챗GPTang, 카카오ong, 유튜브방을 가장 많이 하네요. 아침부터 BFM 듣고 있어요. Thank you for blurring out, for giving the 빗처리 for all of those brands. That's awesome. I know you listen to BFM a lot, so it's very I love it that you listen to this show as well. A good use of your time, I would say. 임성환님 saying 저는 인스타땡을 많이 이용합니다 라고 하셨어요. A social media guy, that's fair enough. 고수님 saying 저는 저별이랑 튜브 그북 제일 많이 봅니다. I like everyone's getting the idea. That's awesome. Lots of social media users. And you might have noticed someone outside. We pointed the camera outside and we saw Chang PD, right? He was outside. Is he still outside or is he gone? He's gone? Oh, he's gone. I was going to say come and say hello, but he's gone. Maybe he'll make a guest appearance in the future someday. All right, well, it is now time for Quizmaster, and today is Friday, so it is the 먹방 quiz입니다. It's time for me to eat some food, and you got to guess what it is. 몰래 온 간식 ASMR이죠. How many foods are there around the world? You can't count it. You cannot count it. Because it's so diverse, it's incredibly vast, and it's constantly evolving with cultural influences, regional variations, and culinary innovations too. So every Friday we bring one food item from this wide world to taste it. So you have to guess what it is. I'm going to bite it, we're going to listen to some ASMR sounds, and then I'll give you some hints. Just give it a good guess, right? Remember, today the prize is chicken. There is chicken on the line, so there's a lot to play for. Even if you don't know, just, 막 찍으세요. Just guess, because you could potentially win a prize. All right, I've got the food next to me, but before this, you PD, thank you, please. She's turn the camera. All right, now I'm going to take a bite of this food. It's in a plastic tub. We've already got some guesses coming in. We have 고수님 saying 순대, and then 칠리님 saying 마라탕탕탕. I would not have maratang with this white shirt on. All right, I have one here. I'm going to take a bite. You've got to be careful. Oh, I hate that sound so much. Okay, I hope you enjoyed, everyone. Okay. Actually, that's quite nice. Oh, I like that. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's rare that there's decent food on ASMR quiz. So, I took a bite. Did you hear the sounds? It was very... I don't know how to describe it, actually. Very slurpy, right? It was very slurpy, but there was a bit of a crunch in the beginning. Actually, it's sweeter than I expected. It's more sweet than I thought it would be, which is interesting. Send your guesses to #9050, sharp 9010, cost you 101, KakaoTalk message or YouTube live message. We have Oration saying 떡볶이. 라라님 saying 면 요리 같아요. Okay, because there was a big slurp there. I will give you a hint. I took a bite of it. Now, when you say take a bite, kind of like 약간 사과를 먹는 것처럼 제가 한 입을 먹어봤습니다. Kind of like I took a bite. With 면 요리, I take a slurp, I think. Oration saying 튀김. All right. Shall I leave you with that? We have 고수님 saying 냉면. We're going to come back after a song break. I'll take another bite and then I will give you some more hints as well. Don't go anywhere. We're going to listen to 김밥 by 자두.
난 피자 너는 순두부 그래도 우린 하나 통한 게 있어 김밥을 좋아하잖아 김과 밥은 붙어 산다고 너무나 부러워했지. 예전에 김밥 속에 단무지 하나 요새 김치에 치즈 참치가 세상이 변하니까 김밥도 변해 우리의 사랑도 변해
Welcome back, everyone, to For Your Busan. It is 5:24 in the afternoon, and we're in the middle of Quizmaster. This is where I've eaten a food. This is 몰래온 간식입니다. ASMR 먹방 퀴즈인데 I've taken a bite of a food. I've given it a few descriptions. Fairly vague so far, but we have a lot of guesses coming in. Let me have a look at some of them. People are really trying. They've got their detective hats on, and they're really trying for this. Lala님 saying, 아삭아삭한 소리가 냉면 위 오이 씹는 소리지 않을까 싶은데. That's a very specific answer. I like specific answers. That's quite good, actually. The crunchy cucumber on top of soft 냉면 that you slurp. Good reasoning. We also had, but just so you know, they wouldn't prepare full-on 냉면 with all of the condiments on top. Oration-님 saying 김밥인가 보네요. 노래가 김밥. That's just to throw you off. That's a red herring. It's to throw you off. Oh, and our producer said 김밥 땡. There you go. There's a hint. It's not 김밥 for you. We also have 인류의 충전소님 saying 정답. 라면에 단무지? Okay. 고수님 saying 김밥 말고 냉면이요. Lots of 냉면's coming out, I guess. Also, we had one saying 라면에 깍두기. So people are mixing soft with crunchy. That's a good point. That's actually very good reasoning, I think, because there is a bit of crunch and there is a lot of soft slurpiness as well. 라라님 saying 얇은 채소 씹는 소리였어요. 깍두기 땡. And then 인류의 충전소님 saying 얇은 깍두기? Okay, all right. 부산 아재님 saying 무스비. Now, I had to ask UPD what musubi is. You said Hawaiian kimbap?
Similar.
Like with pineapple in it, or?
No. Just like rice and a ham.
Yeah.
And rice.
Oh. Is it good? Yeah. Okay. Is it inspired by Korean kimbap, or is it just 완전 다른 거예요? Okay. It's okay. Totally different. I've never tried it. It sounds pretty good. I'll have to try musubi sometime. Soinim saying 라볶이? Oh, 라볶이 sounds good. And then the 양배추 소리 was the crunch they heard, I guess. And then saying 쫄면. We have Clean and Clean in. Welcome to the show saying, 늦었다, chicken. You're not too late. We're still in the middle of it, Clean and Clean Nim. I will take another bite in a minute and then you can have a guess. Jinli Nim saying tomato. No, that's a very simple answer and a simple guess. Lala Nim with more specifics saying 냉면 위 얇은 무 혹은 오이 소리가 들렸음. 뜰 때 국물에서 퐁당 들어올렸는지 소리도 들렸어요. So specific. We have hamburgers coming in. 고구마 튀김 from 최숙님. 영님 saying 알겠다. 동치미 마시면서 무 씹는 소리다. So specific. All right. I'm going to take another bite of it. All right. Camera's off. All right. I have 2 in here, but I'm only going to eat 1. Ew, it looks gross. Now I took a bite. 안에 보이면 it looks really gross inside. All right, I'm going to take a bite. Okay, good. Now, there are a lot of variations of this food, particularly these days, with genetic engineering. They make different varieties, different flavors, sizes, textures of this food. And this one is a little bit sweeter than I would like, but it's still good. Actually, this is good for a snack. If I was in the car driving to Seoul or Gangwon-do or whatever far away, this would be a good snack to have, like, on the way. Maybe have 삶은 계란, have some 식혜, have 이거. 일루의 충전선님 saying 서땡웨이 샌드위치. 설마. We don't have that. And that will be huge as well. Maybe one day. 소희님 saying pad thai. 땅콩 소리. Ooh, I love Thai food so much. Keep the guesses coming in. pound 9050, 샵 9010, 주거수 101, 카카오톡 message or YouTube live message. 라라님 saying 호루룩 소리가 났는데. Okay. I'll give you another hint. The color of this food is red. 빨간색입니다. There is a bit of green too. And yellow. There is red, green, and yellow in this food. Rarationim saying 감자 샐러드. Okay. 음파님, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Saying 냉면 먹는 소리가 뭔지 잘 모르겠지만 배고파지네요. And then saying 후루룩 면 종류 같은데. Lalanim coming up with 비빔냉면. Okay, I guess the red wasn't a good enough of a hint. Do you have any hints? How would you describe? Okay. Oh, I'll tell you one. Now, English people and American people say this differently. We say it's the same thing, but we say it differently. All right? All right, send your answers in to us. We're going to be back after a quick song break. This is 라면인 건가 by 악동 musician.
아침에도 내가 뭘 했는지를 몰라 아니 내게 아침이란 게 있나 하나만 12시쯤에 있나었지
달력을 보니 오늘은 고백데이래 창밖에 남자 여자에게 고백해 난 친구에게 내 잘못을 고백해
12시간을 넘게 자도 일어나 보면 졸려 매일 똑같은 하루 이런 날 보면 질려 걷는 게 귀찮아서 배로 눈 그대로 여기저기 닦다 보니 안 해도 될 걸레로 청소 말이야 계란 말이야
나 밥상에 올라가도 이게 완벽이야
그리 몇 쪽이야
날마다 침장을 열어보면 어제 먹고 남은 뱃조가리
라면인 건가 라면인 건가 라면인 건가 오늘도 내 점심은 라면인 건가 라면인 건가 라면인 건가
오늘 아침에도 내가 뭘 했는지를 몰라 아니 내게 아침이란 게 있나 하나만 12시쯤에 있나
같은 사이로 해가 빛나면 나도 신나서 양치도 안 하고 놀다가 밤이 됐어야 후회를 하지 oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Stop it, stop it, oh, 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 yeah 이렇지 않은데 하고 싶은 것 많고 그곳에 몸을 담고 의미 있는 일본을 살고 싶어도 시간은 가는데 하루 종일 TV가 켜져 있어 그 속엔 웃음이 가득하지만 TV에 비추는 내 모습은 점점 비만이 돼가 나의 미래가 빙 like 띵띵 불어버린 라면인 건가 라면인 건가 oh, 라면인 건가 라면인 건가 라면인 건가 oh, 라면인 건가 오늘도 내 점심은 라면인 건가 라면인 건가 oh, 라면인 건가 Let's go oh, 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 yeah
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is 5:33 in the afternoon, and we are in the final moments of our quiz, our mukbang quiz. Now, I've eaten some food. I've given you some, well, depending on how you find it, either gross or tantalizing ASMR sounds, and some hints as well. We've got a lot of people messaging in. Now, let's read some messages. We had a lot of 문자 messages coming in. We had 4337번님 saying 쫄면, 일단 면으로 가봅니다. And then they changed it to udon. And then they changed it to 토마토. 요즘 철이죠. 건강에도 좋은 토마토라고 하셨어요. We have 2539번님 saying 토마토입니다. Good guess. Who else do we have? 6776번님 saying 김밥 라면 국물에 담궜다가 건져 먹는 소리네요. And then they thought it would be like 노래가 힌트인 듯 자르지 않은 김밥. I would not like to eat that. That would be really tough to rip apart with your teeth, I think. Okay, let's have a look at some more messages. We've got loads on YouTube as well. We have lots of people saying tomato. Clean and clean him saying 야채 사라다. Is that like 샐러드 in Japanese or something? Is that we had 인류의 충전소님 saying pizza. Italian pizza. I would love pizza. 부산 아저님 saying paprika. We also had 숭님 saying 피망. Now, I'll tell you something. I don't 가려 a lot of foods, but I don't really like 피망. I don't know why. I've never liked it since I was a kid. So 피망 or, red peppers, green peppers, never been a fan of them. So if you PD said, shall I bring in paprika or 피망, I'll be like, no. No. Now she knows. I'm telling her for the first time here. I don't like that very much. Okay. Rarationim saying 혹시 삼선 짬뽕 plus 양파. It's very specific. I had 짬뽕 last night, actually. Very, very good. And I had chili too. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but it was delicious. 고수님 still being stubborn with 냉면. Okay, we'll stick you to that. 부산 아저님 saying 치킨 과자. And then 고수님 changed to 토마토네요. 인류의 충전소님 saying 페퍼로니, 파프리카, 노랑은 머스터드. 고구마? Okay. A bigger hint would be red is the outside, a little green, 약간 머리카락, and then 내장은 노란색이에요. There you go. That makes it kind of more clear, doesn't it? 소희님 saying tomato pasta. You're thinking of such high quality foods for like a simple segment. I don't think even in like 서울방송 they would have like pasta and stuff for me. 음파님 saying 오늘 반찬도 없는데 후루룩 소리에 저녁은 면인 건가? 강성헌님 saying 정답 라면이요. Alright, loads of messages coming in. 최숙님 saying 찰토마토. Alright. Oh, 인류의 충전소님 saying 내장. Okay, when I say 내장, I'm speaking metaphorically. 비유적으로 얘기하고 있습니다. Inside this thing. It's a metaphorical expression. Alright, anyway. Loads of messages coming in. I'm going to reveal the answer. The answer was, what food did I eat? It was 짭짜리 토마토였습니다. If you're looking on YouTube Live, you can see it right there. Now, we were looking for 짭짜리, but I guess it was harder than usual. So we're accepting just tomato. as well. Now this is local to Busan, right? Yeah, 짭짜리 tomato is a Busan thing, and I've never had it before. This is my first time. I remember Jimmy once talked about it on the show, and I was like, "오, 나도 짭짜리 토마토 한번 먹어보고 싶네." 그런 생각이 들었는데 이제 드디어 먹어봤으니까 되게 맛있어요. 맛있어요. From the name, you know, 짭짜리, you think it would be salty, right? Like 짭짜리, you think it'd be savory, salty. 근데 생각보다 조금 달콤한 편인 것 같아요. 맛있어요. I would eat it again. For sure. And I would support the local businesses in Busan who make it. So yeah, you know what I said? Right. In case you were confused about the color, I just touched the inside. So the outside is red. There you go. I'll put it there. The outside is red. The green hair, 머리카락 on the top, and the 내장은 노란색이죠. That's yeah, good stuff. Bigger than usual 방울토마토es. But smaller than a regular tomato. And you know what? I love our team because they bought me 물티슈 as well. So I'm going to wipe my hands before I continue. So, congratulations to everyone who did say tomato. 소희님 says, 소희님 saying, 니기 맨날 이야기하는데 그렇게 좋은 음식 안 나오는데. I'm making fun of BFM. They give us good stuff to a certain degree. All right, 라라님 saying 다시 먹어봐요. No, I'm done for the day. I'm going to have dinner later. All right, we're going to give a chicken coupon to someone. It has been chosen by our writer. Who is getting the chicken? 2539번님께 드리겠습니다. 2539번님 축하드립니다. You get today's chicken. Enjoy it. Congratulations. Thank you to everyone who participated. Lots of people messaged in. I guess it was harder than I thought because a lot of the guesses in the beginning were mostly, it's 라면 or it's 냉면 with oi on top. I guess I should give better hints, but there's always next week. Thank you, everyone. If you didn't win today, remember we have prizes in this game every single day, so join in next time. All right, the time is now 5:39 in the afternoon. It's time to move into our next segment.
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. The time is now 5:39 in the afternoon, and it's Friday, which means it's time to meet people from around the world who are living in Korea. It is my home, My Busan, and joining me, we have a special guest. 안녕하십니까?
안녕하세요.
반갑습니다. 자기소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 저는 키르기스탄에서 온 유학생 아지자라고 합니다. 현재 부산 외국어대학교에서 영상 콘텐츠학과를 전공하고 있습니다.
반갑습니다. Today we have Adija from Kyrgyzstan right now, who is currently studying in the foreign Busan University, studying video content, which is 혹시 유튜버이신가요?
유튜버네요.
아니요, 그냥 뭐 그런 공부만 하고
맞아요.
계시죠. 되게 재밌을 것 같은데요.
맞아요, 너무 재밌어요.
더 들어보고 싶은데요. 일단, how long have you lived in Busan? 부산에 오신 지 얼마 정도 되셨나요?
저는 한국에 온 지 거의 2년 반 정도 되었고 부산에 온 지는 1년 좀 넘었어요.
오케이. 그럼 부산 전에는 어디에 사셨어요?
저 대구에서 살았어요.
대구?
네.
그럼 왜 부산으로 오셨나요?
저 대구에서 어학연수를 하고 나서 그 다음에 부산으로 약간 부산 외대에 입학했어요.
So you got into university here and came to Busan. That's really cool. And you're studying Korean right now, right? 지금 한국어를 공부하고 계시죠?
네.
아주 잘하시는데 근데 키르기스탄에도 한국의 문화가 많이 퍼져 있나요? 뭐 어떤 문화가 가장 인기가 있는지 좀 궁금합니다.
네, 많이 퍼져 있어요. 특히 K-팝이나 K-드라마가 인기가 가장 많고 그래서 요즘은 약간 한국어를 배우는 학생들도 좀 많아지고 있어요.
와, 그럼 가장 좋아하시는 드라마나 K-팝은 무엇인가요?
저는 반탕소년단을 너무 좋아해요.
오, BTS 역시 한국의 대표 K-팝이죠. 혹시 좋아하는 드라마가 있으신가요?
드라마 아마 도깨비인 것 같아요.
아, 그 공유가 나오는 거. 저는 K-드라마 많이 안 보거든요. 근데 K-영화를 엄청 좋아해요. 저는 K-드라마 더 많이 봐야 할 것 같아요. 도깨비는 볼만 하나요?
네, 재밌어요.
재밌어요. 그럼 한번 보겠습니다. 그럼 한국의 드라마가 키르기스탄 드라마와 어떤 점에서 다른지 궁금한데요. Can you tell the difference between Kyrgyzstan dramas and Korean dramas? 뭐 줄거리든지 뭐 캐릭터.
보통 그게 차이가 없는 것 같아요. 약간
그래요?
키르기스 드라마도 약간 현실적인 이야기나 아니면 정통 그런 가족 이야기 중심으로 좀 많이 찍는 것 같아요.
그런 낭만적인 이 내용이 많이 나오나요?
네, 맞아요.
Lots of romantic stuff, right? 혹시 영국 드라마 본 적이 있으신가요?
영국 드라마
영화를 많이 보셨어요. 그 키르기스탄이랑 한국 드라마랑 너무 다르거든요. 약간 로맨스 같은 거 거의 아예 안 나오고요. 재미없어요. So it's really interesting. So Kyrgyzstan dramas and Korean dramas, they share a lot of similarities in their love points and character development, which is really cool. Now back to learning Korean based on interest in culture. 이 문화에 관심이 생겨서 한국어를 배우기 시작했다면 이 공부로 시작하는 것보다 이 더 쉽게 한국어를 배울 수 있었을 것 같은데요. 이 모국어와 다른 점 혹은 비슷한 점을 발견하셨나요?
한국어와 비슷한 점은 어순위인 것 같아요. 약간 보통 한국어로 문장을 말할 때 아니면 쓸 때는 주어, 목적어, 이렇게 동사 그런 순서로 말하는데 키르기어도 똑같아요.
Oh, okay. So the 어순 is the same. It's the same word order. 혹시 예시를 좀 한번 보여주시겠어요?
예를 들면 저는 밥을 먹어요.
예.
라는 문장도 키르기어로 멘타막제임이라고 할 수 있어요.
멘타막제임.
멘타막제임. 맞아요. 여기서는 맨은 천은이고 타막은 밥이고 그리고 제임은 먹다라는 뜻이에요.
오, 신기하다. I love. 혹시 이 높임말, 이 반말 이 개념도 있나요?
맞아요. 높임말이랑 개념이 있어요. 근데 한국어처럼 존댓말이 복잡하지 않아요.
그래요? 그럼 한번 좀 보여주시겠어요? 그럼 만약 처음 만나는 사람한테 뭐라고 하면 될까요?
예를 들면 인사할 때는 약간 살라맛 스스브 그리고 그냥 친구면 약간 살람 이렇게 할 수 있어요.
Very simple, short, casual. Okay. 인류의 충전소님께서 이제 영국 영화 로맨스 재미있는 거 많은데 Love Actually도 있고 노팅힐도 있어요. 그죠? 그냥 영화죠. 드라마는 아니에요. I don't know a lot of romance dramas in England, but they are good love movies for sure. So 차이점에 대해서 좀 얘기해 주시겠어요?
아까 말하는 그 존댓말이고 그리고 성별에 다른 그런 언어 차이가 있어요. 약간 남성이든 여성이든 좀 언어가 뭔가 다르게 말해야 돼요.
저는 그런 것들이 되게 신기하다고 생각하거든요. 약간 프랑스어처럼 독일어처럼
맞아요.
성별이 따로 있군요.
맞아요.
그러면 예를 들어서 의자는 남자인가요, 여자인가요?
의자는 남자예요.
컴퓨터는요?
컴퓨터도 남자예요.
너무 신기해요. 그런 거. 영어랑 한국어에도 이런 개념이 없어가지고 전 되게 멋있다고 생각해요. But I think it would be very difficult for a lot of people to learn because what we're saying is that most objects and words, they are assigned a gender, kind of like a lot of European languages, which is fascinating. Now, I want to talk a little bit about proverbs. 속담에 대해서 좀 얘기하고 싶은데요. 혹시 한국어를 배우면서 속담도 많이 배웠을 것 같은데요. 키르기스탄에도 있고 한국어에도 있는 속담이 있는지 궁금합니다.
한국어 중에서는 그 가는 말이 고와야 오는 말이 곱다라는 속담이 있는데 키르기어에서도 똑같은 의미가 똑같은 그런 속담이 있어요. 작시 сөз жан эргитэд, жаман сөз жан кейтэд 이라고 할 수 있어요.
이제 하나 배웠습니다. So that's a really good expression in Korean and in Kyrgyzstan as well. Like say, 가는 말이 고와요, 오는 말이 곱다. So like you have to be nice with your words and then nice words come back. Basically what goes around comes around. Just be nice with what you say to people. Now you've been in Busan for, did you say 1년 정도 되셨다고 하셨죠?
1년 좀 넘었어요.
1년 좀 넘었어요. 네. 그럼 부산에서 생활하면 부산 사투리도 좀 빼놓을 수 없는데요. 어떠신가요? 부산 사투리 많이 배웠나요?
저 일상에 부산 사투리를 많이 들었지만 근데 많이 배우지 못한 것 같아요. 약간 따라하지 못해요.
근데 많이 들으시겠죠?
맞아요, 많이 들었어요.
혹시 대구에서도 좀 대구 사투리가
대구에서도 똑같아요.
따로 있어요? UPD, do you know 대구 사투리? No, really? It's difficult. It's so close, but I guess they have such different dialects. 그럼 혹시 아시는 이 사투리가 있을까요? 뭐 가장 많이 들으시는
밥 먹나?
밥 묻나? That's a staple, right? 밥 묻나? That's a good one. 1, 2회 충전소님 is a 아재 개그맨 saying coming horse beautiful, going horse beautiful. Yeah, 가는 말이 곱다. That's a good 농담, my friend. Now, I want to know a bit about the differences between the two countries. Are there any big cultural differences? 그 문화차에 대해서 조금 얘기해 주시겠어요?
아마 가장 큰 차이점은 음식 문화인 것 같아요. 약간 키르기스탄에서는 사람들이 고기를 너무 좋아해서 주로 양고기나 말고기를 많이 먹어요. 그래서 약간 고기 안 먹으면 밥 먹는 게 아니다 그런 말이 있을 정도예요.
그래요?
근데 한국에서는 약간 김치, 된장국 그런 발효 음식이 좀 더 많고 그리고 하루에 약간 밥 세 끼 꼭 챙겨 먹는 그런 문화가 있어서 좀
혹시 선호하는 것이 있나요? 뭐 야채 아니면 고기? 뭘 가장?
저는 야채도 좋아해요.
야채도 좋아하시군요. 신기하다. 말고기는 원래 부산에서는 저는 찾은 적이 없지만 이 제주도에 가시면 말고기 있더라고요. 양고기도 아주 많아요. 전 양고기 아주 너무 좋아합니다. Now, is it a kind of like a sharing culture or is it like do you eat separately? 원래 키르기스탄에서는 원래 나눠 먹는 음식 그 문화인가요? 아니면 따로따로 이렇게 먹는 문화인가요?
현지에서는 이렇게 나눠서 먹는 문화도 있지만 근데 예전에는 약간 나누기보다는 한두 그런 가지 음식 한 요리를 선택해서 그 중심으로 다 같이 함께 먹는.
Okay, so it's changed a bit over time. Now in Korea, one of the most favorited dishes is 삼겹살. What kind of Korean meat style dish do you like the most? 한국에서 가장 좋아하는 고기 요리는 무엇인지 알려주시겠어요?
저는 닭갈비랑 찜닭을 좋아해요.
닭을 좋아하시군요.
닭을 좋아해요.
그럼 말고기는
말고기도 저 고기를 원래 잘 안 먹어요. 그래서 고기 좋아해서 닭을 원래 좋아하는 거라서 그래서 닭갈비랑 찜닭을 제일 좋아하는 것 같아요.
Interesting. Okay, well, Kyrgyzstan people, she was saying earlier, that they really enjoy their meat. If it's not meat, it's not real food, is what they say. But Ajija loves vegetables actually more, which is different from her usual people, which is interesting. We have some messages coming. We have Lala님 saying 한국말을 진짜 잘하시네요 라고 하셨어요. We also have 인류의 충전소님 saying 근본 있는 국가네요, Kyrgyzstan. And he's saying, you're talking about the national anthem? Maybe they're talking about the national anthem. Not quite sure what you're talking about, my friend. Now, when it comes to cooking, have you tried making foods? Have you tried cooking? 혹시 요리는 해보신 적이 있으신가요? 한국 요리.
한국 요리요? 저 작년 12월에 학교에서 김장을 해봤어요.
어떠셨나요?
그날에 뭔가 처음으로 이렇게 많은 배추와 김치를 봐서 너무 신기했고 놀랐고 근데 재미있는 경험이었어요.
힘든 점이 없었나요?
힘들었어요.
힘들었죠. 저도 딱 한 번만 해봤는데 허리가 한 달 정도 너무 아파가지고 더 이상 안 하기로 했습니다. Was it delicious? Did you 혹시 먹어봤어요?
네, 저 김치
맛있었어요?
맛있었어요.
다행이네요. Good stuff. So kimchi or kimjang is a very common thing for people to try to make, and it requires a lot of effort, which is, I think, makes it more delicious. Now, I want to talk about representative dishes in your country. 키르기스탄에서는 가장 대표적인 음식은 무엇인가요?
베시파르마크라는 음식이에요.
설명해 주세요. 무엇인지.
베시파르마크는 삶은 고기랑 그리고 면이 들어가 있고 그리고 보통 원래는 그 음식을 손으로 먹는 그런 문화가 있었어요. 그래서 이름도 만약에 그렇게처럼 말하면 5손가락이라는 뜻이 있어요.
그래요?
네.
신기하다. So it's a food that you eat with your fingers, and the name of the food is actually five-fingered food, I guess.
네.
That's really cool. 그럼 빵이랑 같이 먹는 건가요? 뭐 피타브레드랑 비슷한 건가요?
아니, 베시파르마크는 보통 타로 이렇게 먹어요.
Okay.
타로 국물이랑.
국물은 어떻게 손으로?
무슨 손을 아니고 그냥 국물을.
그냥
네.
숟가락을.
스푼도 써도 되고 그냥 이렇게도.
네. 신기하다. 맛있겠다.
맛있어요.
혹시 부산에서 찾으신 적이 있으신가요?
네, 부산역 근처에서 있어요.
I love near like Texas Street kind of thing. That has some really good Uzbek and Russian food. But there's also 키르기스탄 식당도 있다는 말씀이시죠?
키르기스탄 식당은 인천에서 있어요.
인천.
네.
인천까지. 오케이. 한번 먹어보고 싶은데 도전. One time. We have Busan Ajanim saying almost like a Korean. 한국 사람처럼 이 말하시고 보이시네요 라고 하셨어요.
감사합니다.
Okay, now can you introduce your country and your hometown? 키르기스탄에 대해서 조금 더 많은 정보를 좀 알려주시겠어요? 좀 자랑 좀 해주세요.
자랑. 키르기스탄은 약간 아름다운 자연으로 유명해요. 보통 산이 높고 공기가 맑고 그리고 자연도 너무 예뻐요. 그래서 만약에 여름에 키르기스탄에 가면 가볼 만한 곳으로 성클 호수를 추천하고 싶어요.
성클 호수.
성클 호수.
성클 레이크. 오케이.
맞아요. 거기서는 약간 우리나라 청동집 모주라는 것도 체험할 수 있고 승마도 하면서 자연을 즐길 수 있어요.
승마도 하면서요?
네, 승마도.
오, 엄청 로맨틱하겠네요.
네.
말도 타고 호수도 보고
네.
수영도 할 수 있나요?
수영도 할 수 있어요.
Sounds like a good vacation
네.
getaway spot. That's awesome. That's really nice to hear a bit more about Kyrgyzstan. Now, we don't have much time, so I do want to ask you your final message. Do you have a dream after you finishing study? 이 공부가 다 끝나시고 앞으로의 꿈에 대해서 조금 얘기해 주시겠어요?
저는 지금 학교에서 영상 전공을 하고 있어서 나중에 그런 영상 제작 분야에서 일하고 싶어요.
So to be like in the production of videos.
네, 맞아요.
Awesome. We wish you the best of luck in that. 마지막으로 would you like to say hello to your friends and your family? 키르기스탄에 계시는 뭐 이 가족분이나 친구분한테 하고 싶은 말씀이 있으시면 지금 말씀하셔도 돼요. In Kyrgyzstan, to the camera, yeah.
네. Мам, я на радио. У меня все хорошо, я хорошо питаюсь, нормально учусь, все хорошо, надеюсь, у вас тоже. Очень сильно по вам скучаю и люблю вас.
혹시 간략하게 좀 번역해 주시겠어요?
그냥 보고 싶다는 말이에요.
I like that translation. 보고 싶다는 말이에요. We've been in the studio with Ajija from Kyrgyzstan hearing her story. It's been a pleasure. 오늘 와주셔서 정말 감사합니다.
초대해 주셔서 감사합니다.
All right, everyone, the time is now 5:53 in the afternoon. It's Friday, the end of the first week of the show. It's been a blast, and I thank you all for coming in and showing all your support. We'll be here tomorrow, of course, for the Weekend Highlight edition, and then our live show on Monday. In the meantime, I wish you all an absolutely wonderful weekend. We're going to finish off with Lemonade by Jeremy Passion.
My sunshine in the rain, my Tylenol when I'm in pain, yeah. Let me tell you what she means to me. Like a tall glass of lemonade when it's burning hot on summer days. She's exactly what I need. She's soothing like the ocean rushing on the sand. She takes care of me, baby, and she helps me be a better man. She's so beautiful. Sometimes I stop to close my eyes. She's exactly what I need. She's my smile when I'm feeling blue. She's my good night's sleep when the day is through, yeah. Let me tell you what she means to me. She's kinda like this. Kinda like the feeling after your first kiss, except that every day she makes me feel like this. She's exactly what I need. Oh yeah, she's soothing like the ocean rushing on the sand. She takes care of me, baby. She helps me be a better man. She's so beautiful. Sometimes I stop to close my eyes. She's exactly what I need.